Hi everyone, I hope you're well. Today I come to talk to you about Sagittarius. Sagittarius is the ninth star sign of the zodiac, and Sagittarius natives are born between the 22nd of November right to the 21st of March. The element is fire, and just like all the fire star signs, they're spontaneous and passionate. Nonetheless, they're mutable. They tend to change things. When things don't please them, they tend to change. They're quite dynamic in that sense. So let's start taking a look at the positive of Sagittarius. Sagittarius, they're the happy-go-lucky part of the zodiac. They're quite optimistic. They're restless. They're enthusiastic when they find passion with something. They just tend to go for it. They're quite adventurous. They love to travel. They love adventure, and they're very honest, and they're independent, extremely independent. And this is part of the reason why they need their freedom. They love their freedom. If you want to take the freedom to a Sagittarius, it's going to be one of the worst things that you're going to do. They're smart. They tend to be quite deep, actually, although initially you can see a bit of the happy-go-lucky part of it, but they're quite deep. They tend to go deeper into subjects, and they also tend to be they tend to be honest, and they're this wild philosopher. It's somebody that pretty much says the truth, and it doesn't put any, unlike Libra, that they're not diplomatic. Sagittarius are not diplomatic. They just pretty much say it as it is. They also tend to be quite tolerant on the good side and generous and spiritual. When they reach another level, they can become quite spiritual, but they're not going to be spiritual boring. They're just going to be spiritual happy-go-lucky. So this is a good side of Sagittarius. The bad side of Sagittarius, or the dark side of Sagittarius, they can be quite irresponsible because they're so happy-go-lucky. They tend to forget their worldly responsibilities. They also tend to be quite outspoken and impatient, like the majority of fire star signs. They can be quite boastful, and they require attention at times if they're not well resolved. One of the things that people that have Sagittarian friends that they know where they're not on the good side, they can be brutal and blunt. And one of the things that they normally are, they're quite exaggerated. So they make something look much bigger than it is, but it's just the way that they are. They're also quite noisy, impatient, and they can be quite a bit of gamblers. They can just they just play the game for the sake of it. They normally tend to be happy-go-lucky, but be aware of that exaggeration. So if there's one keyword that Sagittarius will be represented by, it will be visualization. Also, please note that Sagittarius is a centaur, half man, half horse, and the centaur points an arrow to the top. Therefore, is always looking up front and looking to try to do something better with the future. Thank you.